Boom! We are back again with another exciting episode of Tree Music Digital Point of View. This is POV. My name is Olele Salvador. As usual, I'm here with my regular partner in crime, opposite when we do the crime. Yeah, he's taking the rooftop. I'm taking the ground floor.
Oh.
Anyways, but yeah, we're back again with another exciting topic. And as usual, we're going to have, divided takes on this. Hopefully, we can agree to disagree. And today's conversation is centered on a conversation that has been trending on social media. Every year it pops up, whether the young professional should, take the opportunity that comes with traveling, and check out of Ghana, or, fight for a good salary, like saying 5,000 Ghana cedis and stay. So the question we're asking ourselves today, or the question we are trying to, perhaps defend is, should you, as a young professional, earning 5,000 Ghana cedis, take an opportunity in traveling outside to either earn more, depending on the currency exchange, or stay in Ghana, because 5,000 Ghana cedis should just be enough to get you out of any other, economic trouble. So, welcome.
Yeah, Charlie.
So you say what? As usual, let's hear what you have to say so that I
Sit down. Sit down. Rate tickets every how much? Sit down.
5,000 cedis is not enough.
It's fine if you are selling for. If I'm getting 5,000 cedis in Ghana, it's fine. People confuse living their best life for getting by, right? There are people who earn less than 5,000, and because of the quality of life they have accepted to live, they are okay. When I say okay, as in they get through month on month. You are thinking about 5,000 cedis and you want the latest iPhone and you want to bundle 7 gig every day and you want to be at every event and you want Uber with AC everywhere up and down. All of your 5 cedis know this one. That's first. The 5,000 know this one. That's first. Secondly, Accra is not Ghana. That 5,000 will keep you up with in Accra, Kuforidia, Tamale, Ahoy, Kumasi, Sawam, and Koko. It's different. If you were living somewhere like Kufta, you're making 5K, you'll be fine. If you were living anywhere, you're making 5K, you'll be fine. But everybody wants to live in Accra. Even people living in Accra who are making 5K want to rent somewhere in near town small. It's not in your budget. That's not anybody trying to sit on your happiness or what. It's just coming to an honest realization that at this point in time, this is what I can afford. And this is what I can afford gives me a life.
But you don't think the lack of infrastructure defeats what you're talking about?
Yes, I can explain.
I, for one, believe that if you had like a proper road network or even a proper train network, I wouldn't mind staying in Kumasi, earning my 5,000.
Who would pay for that road network? That comes back into taxes.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, your 5,000 becomes 3,500. 5,500 would cumulatively go towards that road you like.
And that's fair. I'm paying the taxes. I want to see things work. A lot of hospitals are not working at the immediate support. Not long ago, we heard stories about General Hospital shutting down because of doing so, and a child allegedly dying in as a result, incubator and stuff like that. So if I'm earning 5,000 cedis in Ghana, and I'm looking at how many drugs I need to buy to save myself when I'm sick, hospital bills I need to pay for that, I'm not even guaranteed that it's going to be premium service. And I even look at the private hospitals and the premium service they offer. 5,000 Ghana cedis is already got. It's not. I'm looking at, for example, the inflation in groceries and goods and services, how to get by with my 5,000 Ghana cedis. And I get the opportunity to go overseas where these systems are working, infrastructure is existing. I'm paying taxes to the government overseas and I'm seeing my roads fixed. All these things, I'll take the chance. Why would I want to take 5,000?
Do you know what it takes to get access to the best healthcare in America or in the UK or in parts of Europe? It's not just like, the misconception is that because the healthcare system works, you as an immigrant, the moment you land, you are entitled to it. You are not.
That's fair.
An American citizen who is there will fall down, and before they even send him a bill, certain things have been absorbed by the state.
Yes.
You that you don't get any paper, they work for factory for them from the back then. When you fall down, boss, so everything is cash and carry. Call anybody who is a Ghanaian who has done this at the go born for Yankeeton without, or at the go born for London without paper, and ask them how much it costs them. It's not free. So the misconception is that because somebody's system works, you have to get access to it. Let's check right now. Let's say monthly Oyster cost, right?
For those who
Oyster Card. Yeah, Oyster Card gets you on the train, the bus, blah, 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 blah. Let's get how much is a monthly Oyster cost? So for the zonal.
Yeah.
So let's say you want all the zones. You are looking at well over zone 1 to 5 is £280, which is equivalent to your 5,000.
Yeah.
5,000 cities is £300.
Yeah, but
so even if you want definite
the economy
5,000 cities.
In Ghana,
No. You said 5,000 cities.
Yeah.
So I'm just raising down 5,000 cities to the £300 that it is.
Okay.
But if you run that £300 in the UK, your Oyster to just be mobile safe. If you want to be able to go everywhere, 5,000 actually, the rent to buy it. Whether you're going to Aldi, whether you can afford Tesco, whether you can afford Primark,
it's monthly, right?
Exactly.
So basically, your monthly salary
is just to go up and down. So third floor has its advantage, right? Yes, third floor is not nice. Third floor with the short the drivers, but third floor is a million times more affordable than Oyster, even though it's less pleasurable, aesthetically less pleasing, higher risk. But everything you want to say about third floor, no problem. But that's what you can afford. You moving to UK now means that out of your £300, you might only, even the cheapest Oyster zone 1 to 2 is £164 per monthly.
Yeah.
Well, that's half your salary.
But you see, the beauty of such systems is you are given an opportunity to do not just a job or two. You can do multiple jobs.
It depends on the job, the first job you get.
That's what I'm saying. That someone will travel to the, I mean, maybe unless otherwise stated, but people who often travel outside and do not have papers will want to do 2 or 3 jobs to stay afloat because they are.
Why are you not doing 2 or 3 jobs in Accra?
Because that doesn't allow you. Doesn't allow you to do that.
You don't. The kind of job. Listen, if you wanted a factory job that does night shift, then you do a morning cleaning job.
Maybe when the NDC come with the 24-hour program.
No. I'm saying as a real person now, if you wanted to strategize your life, and let's say you went into Tema, or you went into Spintex or industrial area, and you found a factory job for night shift.
Yes.
Maybe factory job. So you work maybe 10 to 4. If you wanted to add on to that with a cleaning job, right? That starts, expects you to be outside by 6 and clean the office by 7. Maybe. If you wanted to go and be a waiter during the afternoon for your third job, maybe. But that
in Ghana.
So you're suggesting the same person who is willing to go and do these 3 jobs in the UK, Canada, America. Once one job in Ghana, that solves all his problems.
So you're saying the Ghanaian youth in Ghana is lazy?
I'm not saying they are lazy. They are more strategic with their earning. How do I say? With their the planning towards their earning, and they are more open-minded, right? To types of. Listen, we all make this joke about pongose and picking tomatoes and all these things. But if they happen, I can tell you for a fact, boss, I was in a factory, and I was in a factory packaging ketchup. You understand? Before that, I was breaking down buildings. I was part of a demolition crew in Edmonton. You understand? They give me brick and I saw the thing, I said, I won't live long. And I came in. This is not somebody said, right? I had to do multiple jobs. I have friends who were fired because they were so tired from the other 2 jobs, that job 3, go bed. One was a security guy. He begged so much that his boss climbed into the factory to come and wait him like this. You understand? So,
but I'm saying that
so these are all jobs that when we were in Ghana, if like you call we know we do.
Yes,
you understand?
Because
my problem is the mindset.
I think, and which is very true. That's what I was saying. That are you suggesting that the
mindset?
Even beyond that, let's be honest with our companies or our institutions. They offer, when they give you job offers, they give you a conditional exclusive offer. You're not allowed to work with any other company, even if the industry is different.
It's the kind of job only.
That's what I'm saying. That look at the Masons, the by day Masons.
Only.
And Mason can come and do a by day job. I understand what I'm saying, but I'm saying that it's not even just exclusive to Ghana. Other countries, other African countries have suffered that because the ecosystem
in Ghana, employment is not
allowed.
In Ghana, employment for a lot of the people who go on social media and complain about employment. Anybody who goes on social media to complain about employment, 99% views employment as a status symbol. That is where the error begins.
But where did it come from?
Because the guy who gardens my gardener, right, says he gardens 15 different homes. And he has a bicycle, right? And this guy comes from Ashama, rides through Santor, takes care of the homes at East Legon Hills, all the way down to my place at Zoom Lion, all the way into Tasako, all the way into East Legon. 15 homes, and he has his own schedule, right? And I pay this guy plus 15 homes. This guy's iPhone is using is nicer than my iPhone.
But just that's
you understand?
That's him being a
how many people finish Legon, boss? Hold on. How many Greek students finish tech or Legon or UCC or whatever, agriculture, and say, okay, I need capital of maybe 5,000 cedis to buy a motorbike and go to Agrimat and buy some gardening things. And I want to, and not even farm, and go around. And now I'm different from all the other gardeners, right? I'm an educated gardener. I have a schedule. I'm green. I'm safer than the other people who you might not know, etc. And I'm going to take homes and be greening. And I can go into high-end places, sit down with the homeowner, have an intellectual conversation that, oh, how do you want to landscape your garden? They would appreciate that, right? But that same person who will not do that gardening job here, because when they go laugh and say, you go go 4 years where you go to do garden. You do that gardening job in Canada. You do that gardening job in Italy, right? And come and post a different persona on social media and say that Italy be pop.
Do you think?
Are you getting my problem?
So do you think the African job market, right, rewards the hard-working efforts of the African?
If they pay you, yes.
No.
Unless they don't pay you.
Let me rephrase. What I mean is, do you think they give what they deserve, or they receive what they deserve with the hard work they put?
Negotiate your earnings. I listen, every single person I have hired in my life negotiated their earnings.
Okay.
I've had people who negotiated their earnings, and then after 23 months, I will not countenance that. You came and I said, only
as in now
the money in the rich bro.
So they're not allowed to
come back to the office. The Tumonile Salvador Industries. And he said, sir, come and be an OAP for you. And I said, I'll collect 10 cities. And he said, no, company has 8. Do you accept? And I said, yes. Now I have accepted 8 cities to be there at 4 a.m. every day. I will not come for the first 1 week, and week 2 that the money is every time they pay, they give me. Also, that is the unprofessional nature that makes entrepreneurs suffer with hiring and delegating, because it is hard. That commitment that you can go and give to a tomato farmer in Italy, who will be paying you under the table 15 euro a day or 30 euro a day, and you go and you can't even go and fight for your right.
There's already an existing problem.
You can't even go and fight for your right.
Yeah.
You don't apply that same discipline here. I know people who are in the UK, who are in Canada, who are in America, have 3-4 jobs, and they've never opened their mouth to complain to their boss.
The system is working.
It's not about the system. The fear of losing that job, right, supersedes any unpleasant thing they might be feeling. So they hold on to the job. In Ghana, we don't have that same fear. So you realize that if you've ever hired anybody, there is a video of McDan complaining about Ghanaian workers, people who have stolen his money, who have embezzled, blah, blah. Every entrepreneur in Japan has said it. Has said it.
The spiritual problem with the black man. That's what but I'm saying that.
Why does that problem only manifest on fellow black men?
Africa is a country. We have a lot of social problems. If I come to you and I negotiate for 8 cents a salary, right, and 3 months after, there could be possible reasons. There could be the fact that rent has gone up, the price of goods and services that I was using at the time when I received it has gone up, and you are living in a country where you wake up in the morning.
But you know that
this is what now. Platforms are going to be so that
but you know that is subjective. You know your employer is under no, unless it is stated in your employment contract. Your employer is under no obligation, right, to respond to your personal need here and there. They can be. It's a human institution. So of course, if your employer knows that yes, transport has gone up, blah blah, we'll see what we'll do.
So people should be able to negotiate their worth.
You should be able to
ahead of time.
You should know. But a lot of people, there's something we called let me just summarize as desperation. I've forgotten the phrase I was going to use. Desperation. You are so desperate for a job that you go in right?
So you don't consider all this
without knowing very well that you are being shortchanged. Now that desperation subsides and you are 3 months into the job and you are no longer desperate, and at least that job covers some of the basic things, you now become aspirational, and that builds the frustration because when you know your worth, right? Now that you've got the 800 a month, you now know your worth that you're actually worth 2K, but you agreed to collect 800.
You have a job
because you don't have a job. That's the desperation. Now you agree, your employer has scheduled his whole business year on the fact that he's paying you 9,600 for 12 months work.
Yeah.
And he has cooked his books with that. So it's like playing Jenga, right? When you go and tell an entrepreneur, now I'll collect 1,000 a month. You have a businessman. When you mention 1,000 a month, what I hear is 12,000 a year. So if you mean that I even have savings there, I take your 12,000 and put it down. The hourly salary is not a problem. I'm going to use the rest of our juggling of funds on expanding and sustaining and paying ECG and I'm doing that. If you come in the middle of that with 12K arrangement, that's who I want to pull one of the bricks from the down of the Jenga. The whole thing comes down.
So my point is, they can come all right and come and tell. And next thing you consider it, you never.
Exactly. So the employer will tell you that the financial will locked in, but your contract, we can't review your salary till January. But what will happen is the black man is going to now start showing malicious compliance. Right? I mean, you say make I do, you say make I put the phone there, so I put the phone. Yeah. But you know, say the upside down. No, I mean, you have to add this job set.
You and I agree that when it comes to this,
have you ever been frustrated artisan?
Of course. I mean, I've suffered.
Do you know they don't get frustrated in America? Do you know they don't get frustrated in the UK?
I think.
Do you know that they don't get frustrated in the UK?
I think it's just the same phenomenon that has to do with other industries, like other conversations, like our creative industry, or even when it comes to hospitality, right? The Ghanaian is quick to give the foreigner, audience. He's quick to do.
But the systemic problem is psychological.
But my point is, at what point, how did we get there? We got there because if the systems were working, it would show.
It's not about the system.
No, I think it's about hospitals.
It's about
being fixed.
It's about the place. You cannot access it unless you have papers, right? Some of these systems you cannot see you, boss. If you fall down, God forbid, right now in the UK, and your neighbor calls 911, they will come grab you, go. That one day you will enjoy the 911 and the ambulance. But do you know that the ambulance is built?
Yes, I know it's built.
Now the ambulance built, how you go pay them? Secondly, if whatever is wrong with you needs treatment, do you know that they won't catch you if you don't have the requisite papers?
Let me blow your mind. Have you?
So the difference is that you die in the house, you don't end up.
Have you noticed that those who actually go abroad or go overseas, they don't get themselves involved in this that you're talking about?
They don't die again.
No, I didn't notice that they don't suffer. No, I'm saying that they don't suffer.
They don't suffer this heart attack.
I don't know how that. I don't know how that has worked out. But I didn't notice. Your family member, I mean, your family member, your friend, your loved one who has decided to go overseas in search of greener pastures, they really get sick. No matter how cold the country is, they really get sick. Even if the person is anemic,
it's metaphysical.
The mental aspect of it has, saved them from any other thing that could possibly happen.
Let me give you an example. There was a time on the farm. We brought people from the north, Zebila and the environs, right? They said they are good with farm work, blah, blah, blah. So we brought them forward. We also took about a third of the staff from Akuse or Atimpoku area. And people who complained till they left were the Atimpoku people because I was open. They were all on the same salary. The people from the north never opened their mouth.
The Normans are actually
first to rise, last to get off the farm, first to give you their opinion, first to give you advice, first to do extra, last to ask about their pay. Always grateful. People where they pay them month on month, even 6 months into the thing. When they receive their pay, oh boss, the can scam no, I mean sure why. 6 months into, but if the guy from Atimpoku call you, boss, like I want to we discuss the money. That is the attitude. So it is about the geography of the employee. Why, right? The geographical background of the employee. We have this notion that if we are doing something within our own local environment, right, we should not sacrifice. We deserve the best. That's why our local
people are sacrificing and not getting their worth. That's what I want to say. people have gone to
by virtue of the word sacrifice, right? It's not a situation of causality. Sacrifice means that you have accepted that you will lose. That's what sacrifice means.
It's gonna work.
It's only in Ghana that when we say sacrifice, it means I'm expecting million with. Then it's not a sacrifice. Only if I am going to stand here and I know that standing here should give me 10 cities, that's not a sacrifice. Sacrifice, Jesus Christ died because he know that his dying is what? Which is real. He didn't die thinking that Jesus God will intervene and sacrifice by virtue of the word sacrifice means you have accepted the fact that this venture you are entering, right? You need a come. And you sacrifice. But when you travel, you take the 3 masses, 1 tree, and walk 1 kilometer to get to that farm and clean that horse's teeth. That is the sacrifice. But you will not walk 1 kilometer to your jump in Accra because your neighbor will see you. You will sweat. When they will see say you the galley, they will see say you no buy car. There are people who cannot afford to be taking Uber every day. Who take Uber and complain about the price because they don't want to be seen in culture. But in America, they don't care. Do you understand? That is the problem. If you are deluding yourself, also if your account means that you cannot take Uber for 31 days, you cannot take Yango boat for 31 days, right? Because that 50 cedis at 31 is your whole pay. Common sense will tell you that take the cheaper alternative.
But do you know that, CReal, the more you earn, the higher the changes in your lifestyle and your business. If I was earning 200 cedis, there's a particular lifestyle I would
lose the discrepancy.
Yeah, but
people who are earning this 5,000 in Ghana,
psychological.
The people who are earning the 5,000 in Ghana and saying it's not enough, they are living 15,000 cedi lives. I have had to hire people when the person show up with the latest iPhone. You understand? And for me, that tells me
already that financial literacy. So that's a difficult.
It's not it's financial discipline.
But, which is everything.
People if you make money, 10K, take 9K, enjoy yourself.
That is,
you cannot employ such a person.
But I'm saying that you do also understand that there's a possibility of the higher you earn, the more you witness changes in your lifestyle.
The irony of what I was saying is that the rich people I know, the people I know who they collect block a month, they don't do any of this nonsense.
It's because they have better financial
policies. I know at the time I work for people. I know people who are employees, right? Who drive BMWs, who drive Mercedes, who drive Lexus, and I know employers, right? Who the company Corolla, they pick them in the morning.
That's a personal choice.
It's apart from it being a personal choice, right? It's a prudent financial choice.
Yes.
Because you know, if that your Lexus Boombear right now, you will take your whole 2 months pay, go buy that sensor.
So you understand, still think
then you bring the frustration into the office because now you are broke, you are working, and you are well aware that when the month ends and you are paid, it will not be enough because of the decision you have made. And let you suffer for it. Your employer and the whole company suffers for your lack of prudence.
Wrapping up. Most of the things that you said, although they have as realities, could be equally hypothetical. I'm asking you this: is Ghana worth dying for?
Yes.
The Ghana today.
Yes.
Is it worth dying for?
Yes.
Okay.
It's worth dying for.
Now for this edition of
who want to go and die for?
POV.
Who want to go?
Someone says it's better to die in America than die in Ghana because even in Ghana they will not give a befitting burial. Anyways, the name is Olele Salvador did this with CReal, and it's been another edition of POV. We're back again with another exciting one. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Like the video, share.
Take your 5,000 manage on there. Stop the complaint.
Don't